Fantasy Philosophers is brought to you by fantasy-info.com.
Anthony Fasano was never going to be a great overall tight end, as he just doesn't get enough catches, nor does he really rack up enough yards, and he's really just not that kind of tight end to have on a fantasy team. But 2 years ago, in his first year with the Miami Dolphins, he did rack up 7 touchdowns, and so there was some promise, maybe in at least touchdown type leagues, heavy touchdown leagues, that this guy might end up shaking out and doing something for this team, especially when their receivers, really left much to be desired. You look at it even at Devon Best, he's a nice little possession receiver, but he's undersized. And so when this team got down in the red zone, if there was a target to get touchdowns in the passing game, you would think, hey, Fasano's got to be it. He's got the size, and the other guys are a little bit undersized, and they're not greatest down there. Well, it turns out last year he didn't. He had hardly any touchdowns at all, and the team seemed to lean more on Ronnie Brown and Ricky Williams when they got in that red zone. So that really washed out Anthony's fantasy value. He is going to be the tight end starting for this team. At least that's what it's projected to be right now. They didn't really bring in anybody to fight with him for the job. I was surprised that they didn't maybe make a play. I know they talked about Rob Gronkowski. There was rumors about him in maybe the second round of that draft, but I'm still surprised they didn't maybe go after an Ed Dixon, even a Dennis Pitta who kind of fell, or Aaron Hernandez who fell into the middle parts of the rounds. Why? I'm surprised they didn't at least take a shot on somebody like that and stack that kind of player in with this offense to help have another talented pass catcher in there. But they didn't do any of that. They kept Fasano. He's going to be the starter. I really wouldn't even recommend him as a touchdown in touchdown leagues this year, because they have Brandon Marshall, so there's another target, and there's their first target when they get in the red zone that they'll be going to in the passing game. So for Fasano, this is probably his last year with the team as their starter, and his fantasy relevance is nil right now.
For more fantasy football information, go to fantasy-info.com and sign up for our free e-newsletter. Good luck in your 2010 Fantasy Football League. As an added bonus, the Fantasy Info guys will include their 5 secret tips for success in fantasy football